Morning everybody, I'm in Nice today. I got here yesterday from a flight from London. Then I went to Monaco for a couple of hours. Been to Malaga in Italy for dinner. And I came back to sleep at Nice for tonight. This hostel. Because, God, I was so tired I actually crashed at 7:30 and I didn't get out of bed till 9 o'clock today. So my flight's not until late at night to Tunis in my home country. So I've got until 5 o'clock to look around Nice until I have to go home. Well, that is onto Tunisia. Excuse me. Yeah. So this is my second time I've been in Nice, but it's been a long 12 years since my last visit. I don't really remember much from my first time I came here. I do remember taking a tram all the way up north to stay a night at this hostel where I spent about 20 euros for a dorm bed, which was the price back then in the summer. And then I took a train from Nice to Monaco and then another train onto Italy. So I haven't been back to the French Riviera in 12 years. No excuses why I haven't been back. But I just basically came to Nice today so I could get a flight to Tunisia, even though it was going to cost a little bit more from London to Tunisia. I thought, look, you haven't been to Monaco in 12 years. Roger Moore's buried in a cemetery. You didn't see the cemetery the last time you were here, so why don't you go back to Monaco? That's what I did. Went to Monaco, I filmed a vlog on my other camera, my action camera, but unfortunately when you plug it in, it doesn't even read the SD card. So ridiculous. You think when you plug a camera into a computer it's going to read everything. It's not. I have to try and find a SD card reader today while I'm in Nice. Chances of finding that are quite high. Then again, I've got a mobile phone, I got maps, I got data, I can look things up, I can find anything. But the one good thing is that I need a new pair of shoes, but I'm going to wait till I get back to Britain. I actually tore half a sole of my shoe off my left foot because the glue wouldn't stick, and even though I left it 24 hours to dry, it just came undone with me on the flight. Got the Notre Dame Cathedral right there. Very good. But this salute. People trying to solicit charity donations. But it's kind of interesting drawing got me right there. Kind of reminds me of something I used to see in Australia, a character of a woman, a cartoon lady. But yeah, here we are, Notre Dame de Nice. The old towers up there. Don't know how much it's going to cost to get in. I don't really like paying to get into churches because, I am partly Christian. But if you want to make a donation to the church to keep its building up, then do so. This is the whole city of Nice. How everything becomes ancient when you leave the one city behind. It's like a Providence in Indonesia, isn't it? Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's got nothing to do with Indonesia. Souvenir shops. Postcards. Boulangerie, that means bakery in French, for anybody who wants to learn a bit of French. So here we are, we've got the Mediterranean Sea. This is the second time I've been here in 2024, as I was here in Morocco, Gibraltar and Spain 2 weeks ago. Now I'm just sticking around the old city of Nice. killing time. Only got 5 hours left. I need to get back to the airport. My Vietnamese neighbor, Mr. Vu, his daughter got married here about a few months after the terror attacks, and she now lives in Reunion, a French territory in Africa, like in the Indian Ocean. So it's good to finally get the opportunity to walk around Nice today. Didn't see much in my last trip here. To take a train from Paris to Nice, it cost me 60 euros back then. Probably costs the same now or a bit less. But maybe it might be cheaper if you took the bus, even though it's a bit slow. I'm actually getting the bus home to London from Paris on Monday because it's only cost me 26 quid. It's overnight. I have to ask not to start work until the afternoon because I'm going to be tired. Literally, on Monday, I leave Tunisia at like 8 in the morning, get back to Paris at 10. I got all day to dick around Paris, got a night bus at 9, and then gotta get back to work the next day. Back in London. It's only a short holiday, it's like less than 5 days. I already took 5 days off this month to go to Morocco, Gibraltar, and Spain. Probably won't take my next vacation until at least May or June this year. Found another cathedral here in Nice. This one's in the old town. Voila. Cathedral Saint Marie, Saint Repair. Man, look at this. Es Sigus, Espace. In memory of those people of Nice who died fighting in the First World War. Anyway, my friend Freddie, he recommended this ice cream shop here, Finocchio gelato shop, and unfortunately it's closed. Literally, I went to Italy yesterday. I had a scoop of gelato for €2, but a scoop of gelato here is $3.50. Don't know what the difference is in price, but I guess it's more authentic gelato if you have it in Italy. And you know, I guess food is much cheaper when you eat it in a local country. I had a Filipino friend of mine who went to Norway for a meal, and God, he said to me, it was 15 times the price you'd pay in Manila for the same food. Guess how the economy runs over there. Check it out, gnocchi shop. 99 cents a gram or a kilo. Fromage, cheese shop, antiques, more cheese shops, wristwatch. Oh my God, macarons! I love macarons so much. I just spent about €13 on some macaroons. They cost much cheaper back in Britain. I mean, you can get like a box of 12 for maybe a $5. But I mean, these are probably made here in Nice. So, money well spent. Can't really say really if it's good value or not. And I really shouldn't really be comparing prices between here and home. But when in France, do as the French people do. Eat macarons. Yeah, just finished off 6 macaroons for 13 euros. I don't really feel ripped off, I guess. I mean, I remember I came to Paris, I had 6 macaroons for around 10-ish euros. It just depends on where you buy them from, I guess. Like, I couldn't really pay big bucks and have 24 at once. No, I just need 6, take 6 of the best, eat them, and then contemplate, why did I spend that much money on macaroons? Yeah. But anyway, time's ticking on me. I gotta get to the airport at 5. I don't know about this, but I smell a lawsuit. Improper usage of Pokemon. More like Pokemon go F yourself. Just found another church here in Nice. This city is full of churches, I can say. Just walking along the Mediterranean Sea here in Nice. And the beaches are like the ones in Brighton in England. Full of stones, nothing is sand. So I really don't recommend you come to Nice for the beaches because it's full of stones. Ugh. Seriously, if you ever come to England, you want a good beach, Bournemouth. Seriously, Bournemouth. I've been there so many times. More times than Brighton. Brighton, my friends, are just full of stones. I went there with my cousin in 2012 and I didn't go back in 2019. I still haven't even gone back to Brighton since I last did a vlog on Gary Moore's grave, as he's buried not far from Brighton. I've actually walked a long way from the city of Nice. I'm still in Nice, but like I feel like I'm halfway from the city centre and the airport. So I could literally walk to the airport today if I want to, but it would seem a bit of a waste of that 10 euro ticket I bought yesterday. Like, I mean, come on. You fly into Nice airport, you should have the option to buy a cheap ticket to get into the city of Nice rather than a return ticket. Because what about if you're not flying out of Nice? What about if you fly into Nice, you just go on to Monaco and on to Italy and not return to France? It just doesn't seem worth it to charge 10 quid for a return ticket to the airport. That only works if you're flying in and out of Nice. I always have a habit of arriving too damn early for airports. They say get to an airport 3 hours prior to departure. Some cases 4 hours. Me, I'm like a guy who gets there 5 hours too damn early, can't even check in for my flight to a foreign country because I'm not using the whole EasyJet, Ryanair, Wizz Air online check-in system. Gotta do it all thing old school. Wait 3 hours prior to departure until you get your boarding pass, and then go through all the processes getting to the boarding gates. Last year, I got to the airport in Sharm el Sheikh. I was just so damn bored. I was bored of the city, couldn't see anything else I was doing, just went to the airport. Had to wait 8-ish hours until I could go through security and get my boarding pass. And worst of all, they wouldn't even accept my digital boarding pass. Had to be on a piece of paper. Old times sakes. Just past 4 o'clock here in Nice. I paid €1 to use the toilets at the train station here in Gare de Nice. In Britain, you wouldn't have to do something like that. There are some train stations that do charge. Like I remember many years ago, Victoria Coach Station used to have to pay a few pence to get into the Dunnies. No, you don't. Same goes with the nearby Victoria train station. In Britain, we don't really believe that it's a right to have to pay to use a toilet. I mean, yeah, of course, there are probably some toilets you have to pay to be used in London, in the city centre, but I just remember that like the first time I came to London many years ago, I was like walking around for hours trying to find a toilet, and I thought, use a McDonald's, it's gotta be free, and it was.